Hello and welcome to Inkscape for Teachers. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how you can create a brick pattern that you can use to fill any shape. So I'll scroll down and start. First the rectangle tool, draw any rectangle, but select tool and then let's just make this 21 wide and 10 high and enter. The reason I want 21 is I want to allow a millimetre of mortar on the length if I'm putting bricks against each other with the width of one brick against the length of another, but I'll show you that when we get further down the track. Now let's give that a fill, perhaps a light yellow fill, and there's our brick. You can change the stroke, but I think I'll leave it at that. Now I'll Control D to duplicate that. There's one on top. I'll just drag it over here. This is the new one, and let's change its width to 22 by 11. Enter to confirm that, and I'll make that a little light grey and shift click the cross to take off the border. That's going to represent the mortar around the outside. I'll select both of them, align and distribute, and set them up on both horizontal and vertical axes. I should have put this grey one to the back. I'll click on it separately, move it to the back. So you can see there's my brick with a ½ mil of mortar around it, but when they're together that'll be with another brick that'll be a millimetre of mortar. So I'll select all that, Control G to group it, and now I can Control D to duplicate and snap it there. Yep, you can see I've got snap to custom nodes on and snap to paths, and maybe one more, Control D, you can Control drag to duplicate this one, Control D, but here I'm going to snap it to the middle. I've got midpoint snapping on there, so that's worked okay. Let's have a look here. No, it's too high. That's better. You can see the two ½ mils forming a millimetre of mortar between. Click that, Control D, and drag to there. Okay. Now I'm wanting to have a repeatable pattern. Now I can do that by, I might use the Bezier pen tool because I can do it more gradually than the rectangle. I'll click that, and up here in the middle, if I click here and hold down Control till I click on the outside of the mortar, then along to the midpoint of this brick, click, and I don't have to hold Control, I can probably snap to a midpoint, yep, there, click, and close the path. That's a pretty thick path and it's black. I'll change it to red, shift click red, and I'll just thin that stroke down a bit, and you can see enclosed in there the pattern that if I move it along, that brick will be against another full brick, and this half brick will combine with another half brick to form a full brick. So that should be a repeatable pattern. But I'll drag a marquee around the lot and go Object Clip Set. That clips it to that red rectangle. Now I'll show you what I mean. If I click on this, actually I want to, well, let's group it, Control G to group that, Control D to duplicate and drag it to there. You can see it forms a pattern nicely horizontally, but what about under here? See if I can drag it. Yep, and that looks okay as well. Okay, now that I've got that pattern, remember it's the rectangle is showing before it was clipped, but if I go Alt-I, it reduces that and it turns it into a pattern. So now if I go up to, I've got another house here with a plain wall. If I click on that and under Fill, click on the patterns, well that's the other pattern, it's not the yellow one, but under here you can see there's the more recent one, these custom numbers. If I click on that, and there's the brick wall pattern for the house. Now the beauty is that you can do that on any shape, even an ellipse. You can drag that, click on the pattern, that's the other one again, but I can put the yellow bricks in there as well. If you want smaller bricks, let's go back up to the house. If I click on that fill, and then N for the node tool, and then if I just pan out, here you go, see this cross, circle and square? If I drag the cross somewhere more convenient so I can see the effect, and then if I Control drag to keep the proportion of this square, I can make smaller bricks or bigger bricks. or I can drag the square to see where the bricks start, You can even rotate them if you want to do that. So it's quite a powerful tool. There's how to create a brick wall pattern in Inkscape. Here you can see that I've rotated the brick unit and duplicated it to show you how they line up with the first one's width. The yellow part is 21, you might remember, so that lines up with these two here. That's each yellow width, or width in these ones is 10, so that's 10 and 10 is 20, then the 1 mil gap is 21, so that matches here. That's why I chose the width of this original one. So I control click on it, it's 21 not 20. As always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.